why the mindset of saving money, job security, and one income, only one source of income, is holding you back. So let's talk about it. Listen, you've been lied to. I've been lied to, right? You probably, just like me, you were told saving money is smart. You were told to get a safe, secure job and everything's going to be fine. You were taught that. I was taught that. Most people were taught that. And if we don't change the way we think today, your kids are going to be taught that. It's going to hold them back the same way it held you back. And now, I'll say this really quickly for your parents, your grandparents, these things were good ideas. It's just that we're not in the same day and age. So you cannot afford to think the same. You have to change the way you think, right? You were told to get a safe, secure job, you'd be fine. Not true. You were told to focus on one thing, work hard, stay loyal to the employer. But it's just not true. Here's the truth. They're keeping you broke, stressed, and stuck. No joke. So there's so many people out there who stuck like Chuck in a broke pickup truck. Got that from my guy Myron Golden. And but let me go ahead and break this down for you so we can dive into it. So let's talk about why saving money is a bad idea, and I give you my thoughts. And if you agree or disagree, just let me know in the comments. If you don't mind, share the channel with somebody else. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. We've been around now for about a year, and I promise you, we are changing people's mindsets. We are building a generation of new thinkers. And if you think the old way, and I'm going to prove it to you in this video, but if you think the old way, I promise you, you're going to have a tough time financially speaking, going forward in this economy, in this world. You've got to change the way you think. Everything changes, but so many of us are seasonal, or I should say, stuck in the season we were previously in. Job assignments change. Ages change. We go from technology age, where there was agricultural age, to technology, to AI. Things change, but we don't change with the times, and that's how we get stuck, because we get left behind because we have this old way of thinking. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to this fire video. It's about to be fire. It's about to change your life. Let's get into it. So let's start with the sacred cow, right? So saving money sounds responsible, right? Most would agree. I would too. But here's the catch. Money sitting in your bank account is losing value every day thanks to things like inflation, right? So the price of everything going up. Inflation is really the buying power going down, but we don't want to explain all that. Look, things just cost more. That's inflation. The reason it costs more is because there's too much money in the economy. That's why. You drain money out of the economy, companies lay off. That's what you're seeing right now, right? So inflation is killing your bank account, not to mention banks don't pay interest. So let's say you save $10,000, great, but over time that $10K buys less food, less gas, less fun times. You can't get lit as much, less life. Banks give you maybe 1% interest, not even that. While inflation is outpacing your bank account, just stomping your bank account to death. So I always say the biggest thing that you lose by stacking money in bank and leaving it there is you miss opportunity. That's the biggest thing. So the smart money doesn't just sit. It works, it flows, it grows. You should be using the money to make more money, and I'll just leave it at that. So let's talk about the second thing, and that's why job security is a myth. Office layoffs. You'll see employees sad, packing up. Your heart breaks, my heart breaks. Miss Susie's been here 30 years, and now she's got to pack up and go. She doesn't have the skills to break back into the job market. Nobody wants her, and now what's she gonna do? She still has a family, she still has bills, she still has expenses. Well, now Miss Susie's down at Walmart waving. Nothing against that. I would do it if I had to. But now Miss Susie's back trying to get a job at Walmart, letting you check out and then stopping to check you out. So with the bags and the policy, just drive me nuts. If you're going to trust me to check myself out, leave me alone, okay? But nothing against them. Don't take it out on these sweet workers. They're just doing their job. And so how did I get into that? But now Miss Susie's down there working, trying to collect a paycheck because financially she's struggling because everything in her life has been tied to that one paycheck and now it's gone. Don't end up like Miss Susie. Just want to explain that. So mass layoffs, tech hits, AI, ChatGPT, everything. This ChatGPT, by the way, is nuts. If you have any type of job that ChatGPT can do, you're out of business. I'm just telling you, you're going to get fired. So now let's talk about job security. Just get a good job, you'll be fine. That's what people told us. But we all saw what was happening during the pandemic. We've seen entire industries wiped out overnight. You see, especially restaurant, hotel, stuff like that, just bam, just bottomed out. Companies don't care how loyal you are. I did a video jokingly talking about the old Chris Brown song, "These Girls Ain't Loyal." And I changed it to "These Jobs Ain't Loyal." And you got to understand and you got to believe that they don't care about you. They care about margins. One bad quarter, they're laying off your whole department. I'm just telling you, when you start hearing words like efficiency, somebody's getting fired. So there's no such thing as job security, especially when somebody else is controlling your paycheck. If they can give it, they can take it away. I'm just telling you, build your foundation on something you can control. Yes, I know there's no such thing as any guaranteed thing in this world. Everything is risky. But I'd rather take a risk on myself than somebody else. That's just me. All right. And then the last thing we're going to talk about really quickly. By the way, share this video on all of your social media platforms. Tag friends, share friends. Say, hey, you need to watch this guy. You need to listen to this. This is why we're behind financially. We need to change the way we think. Tune into this, hit subscribe, get his content, hit the notification bell. Every time I drop some fire new content, you'll get it. For all the students in the Middleman Masterclass that enrolled up this week, congratulations to you. This is me celebrating you because you're taking the step. You found opportunity. You took the step. You're investing in yourself. And now I'm going to help you build a business that'll hopefully make $10,000 a month passively while you sit at the beach. If that's something you want to learn, put the word middleman in the comments below. Let's flow and let's go and let's finish this up. So why one income is dangerous, right? And let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree, right? If you agree or disagree that one income source is dangerous. If you agree or disagree that there's no such thing as job security, or if you agree or disagree that parking money in the bank is a terrible idea, just let me know. I'm not telling you again to have zero in the bank. I'm just telling you, instead of just stacking money and waiting on emergencies and bad things to happen, why not use some of the money before you have the emergencies, and use some of the money to try to invest in some way or start a business in some way, make more money so that when the hard times do come or you get laid off or fired, because you probably will, then you can use the money from your investment or the money from your business to take care of yourself and you don't end up broke. You stack money in the bank, bad things happen, you spend all the money, you're back to zero. Well, what if I get another job? What if you don't? What if the job pays less? What if it takes longer to do it? What if you have to get 2 jobs to make up for that? I'm just saying, you don't want to be in that situation. So last thing, talking about one income being dangerous. Look, just straight up, a table with one leg collapsing compared to a table with multiple legs. You tell me which one you're trying to sit at, or chair, right? I'm just telling you which one you're trying to sit at. All right, so if you have only one source of income, you're playing the game on hard mode. That's just the way it is. It's going to be very tough for you to be financially free. Worst thing, you pass it down to your kids. Let me ask you, what happens if you lose your income tomorrow? Just no plan B, you're toast, right? What happens? If you wake up in the morning, you find out you have no job, what happens next? That's why I always want you to be prepared. Be progressive, take the initiative. We live in a world where side hustles, digital income, smart assets, smartphones, all these things make money more accessible than ever. So you need multiple streams of income, even if it's a small one. I don't care. It's the only way you're going to build any type of security financially in your life. So the average millionaire has at least 7 streams of income. And I know they don't start with 7, but they work their way there. I'm just saying, if they know it's important and they're rich, you and I who are not rich, we need to be thinking the same way. So, and you need to understand that, right? So learn to get a side hustle. Learn to make money when you're not at work. Don't trust these jobs. Don't stack money in the bank. You got $5 grand in there, go get 1,000 out. Invest in something to try to make more money, but be smart. Do everything you can. Saving money, trusting job, relying on one income. These are outdated survival strategies, and that's all you're going to be doing is trying to survive. You ever saw the show Naked and Afraid? You're going to be naked and afraid financially speaking. So the new game is ownership, leverage, and diversification. So I hope this video helps you. You don't need to be a genius to know this stuff. You just need to stop playing by the old money rules. So start building, start investing, start multiplying. Because freedom doesn't come from a paycheck. It doesn't come from playing it safe. It comes from multiple streams of income. It comes from adjusting financially, mentally to the way the money game is played, and playing it smart, not playing it safe. Poor people, only ones talking about playing it safe. Rich and successful people, they're always taking a risk on something. Elon Musk sold the business, made billions of dollars, moved that money right into another business, slept on a friend's couch. They're always thinking big, right? So go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and if you don't, and if you're done playing it safe, let me know in the comments. Put "I am done" in the comments. Let me know. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. And I hope this blesses you or changes your life in some positive way. And if you want to learn how to start a middleman business from your phone, put the word middleman in the comments below to get the free live training. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.